And speaking to me earlier this week, the West Bengal Chief Minister had denied any link to the Saradha scam, and she had claimed aggressively that if the scam link was proven, she will quit as Chief Minister. Just listen in for a moment.
You are doing this, you are coming closer, it appears, to the Congress. You are sharing a platform at a time when you are under political pressure. For the first time in your political career,
this is not a political...
For the first time in your political career, you have been accused by your rivals of aiding corruption in the Saradha scam. First time Mamata Banerjee's name...
Please, I will not give you the interview if you ask me all this question.
No, I am asking...
I am not, no, I am not
supposed
supposed
to them. I want you to respond to your critics.
I am not supposed to. No, you cannot accuse like this. First, you have to prove. First, you have to prove, you have to give the evidence. It was never done in our time. It is the left front times and Congress time and BJP times.
Saradha has nothing to do with
nothing to do with our time.
Ghosh, your suspended TMC MP, said Mamata was close to the Saradha group.
That who said? You have to prove it. Otherwise, I will resign from my side.
You will resign if
yes, that's absolutely wrong. I am telling you. It is CPM times, left front times, 34 years, not our time. We arrested the man. We set up the Judicial Commission. We returned the money, 5 lakhs individuals. This is absolutely wrong.
You see, they use the fact that your painting was sold for 1.8 crores. Look at what they are saying against you. They are saying Kunal Ghosh has gone public.
I'm sorry. I can tell you that she walked away from that interview and I had to bring her back. The big question then, is the Trinamool Congress running away from the Saradha issue? Who better to answer that than Paranjoy Guha Thakurta, who's a proud Kolkatan and has seen Mamata Banerjee in her various avatars through the years. Your sense, Paranjoy, in that interview, Mamata walked away when I asked her on Saradha, came back later on to continue the interview, but you got a sense that that was the one issue which seemed to agitate her. Now 2 MPs of her party, today the second MP of her party has been arrested in the case. What do you make out of the Saradha scam and its possible links with the Trinamool leadership?
And a third Trinamool leader, State Transport Minister Madan Mitra, who has also been served a summons by the CBI. He has checked in to a hospital in Kolkata. After he checked into the government hospital after a brief stay at a private hospital. He is complaining of breathlessness. See, finally, as they say, you can't, however, you can run but you can't hide. Let's accept something. Even if the people who are involved behind the whole Saradha, I mean, there is Sudipto Sen, his aide Debjani Mukherjee, there were a whole lot of people. Even if you assume they had links with the CPM, and I'm pretty sure they must have had. I mean, whoever's in power, these are the kinds of guys who will keep happy, whoever's in power. But that also includes people in the Trinamool Congress. The same newspapers which Kunal Ghosh, which Sanjoy Bose were running, they were singing paeans of praise to Ms. Mamata Banerjee. Now, you can say that that's because they wanted to do so. There's no evidence to link them with the Trinamool. I still don't know if these people, whatever they might say, that they did what they did at the behest of the present Chief Minister. You must remember that, even when Kunal Ghosh was being taken, he attempted suicide in jail, and then when he was
in hospital,
so he claims. But when he was going to the hospital and coming out, the police were not very keen that he speak to the media.
But the question is, you saw what Mamata said. Mamata said this scam began in the CPM days. Why am I being singled out? This scam started, the Saradha scam is a legacy of the CPM years, has been her main defense so far. Even though the fact is that several members of her party also seem to have benefited.
Absolutely, all the television channels, all the media outlets with these guys put out, their Trinamool Congress leaders have, were there on public occasions. There's enough evidence. And look, let's assume, okay, the CBI is being, there's politics behind it. Okay, earlier it was the Congress Bureau of Investigation, now it's the BJP Bureau of Investigation. Let's assume that it's in the interest of the BJP to get the CBI after her. But once the CBI gets down to its job, it's doing its job pretty thoroughly. Remember that in Orissa, they've got after the BJD people.
That's right.
They've got this popular singer from Assam, they've got a former senior police officer, Rajat Majumdar, they've got this East Bengal club. So I think, the fact is the groups like the Saradha, they try and keep whoever's in power happy. And that
but these chit fund scams, whether it's Odisha, whether it's Bengal, whether it's Assam, do you believe that political parties, be it whether it's Trinamool or whether it is the CPM earlier, are vulnerable to it because they are providing easy cash in states where
No
cash
doubt.
is not easily available otherwise.
Absolutely no doubt. I mean, why would they grace the occasions which these people put up? Why would they put up so many, start newspapers and television channels which have to be shut down after that? All this extra money, all these Ponzi schemes, you take A's money and give it to B and B's money and give it to C. This kind of a racket, there's a lot of this easy money flowing around. We know there have been suspects that some of this money has even flown across the border. So
Mamata can't evade the kind of questions anymore.
look, the fact is people who are close to her, people who are in her party are being implicated. What the CBI will find, whether they'll be able to establish criminal charges against them, time alone can tell. But it's not only that. You see, even Somen Mitra, now he's with the Congress, but earlier he was with the Trinamool.
That's right.
So all the entire sort of political class and these influential people, there's some businessmen there. There is a businessman called Sandhir Agarwal. So there's a whole lot of the stuff happening. I mean, you must remember that the CBI also
saying you will not be surprised. You will not be therefore surprised. My concluding question: if the CBI tomorrow does decide to actually at least question the West Bengal Chief Minister.
That's a difficult question to answer. It could happen. I won't be surprised. Whether they'll be able to implicate her, I don't know. She's trying very hard to make it out as if it's political vendetta, but I don't know whether she succeeded. I don't think it's cutting much ice with the ordinary
Okay,
people.
remember 18 months to go to the West Bengal election. So in the run-up to those elections, Saradha is going to become the big issue possibly for the Trinamool Congress to confront.
You can be sure that the BJP in particular is going to go to town on this.
Okay, we will see how it plays. Paranjoy Guha Thakurta, appreciate your joining us on that other big story tonight that's developing out of Kolkata. What else is